Children, good morning. And I see the very small questions which are asked in the NCERT and CBSE. Question 1, if you see, P is equal to 20 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb into meter is enclosed by a closed surface. What is the net flux? And this was asked in the CBSE 2005. So AB is the plus Q and minus Q. It is the case of the dipole. So here if we just, this is the same amount of negative charge and this is the same amount of positive charge. So the net charge will be equal to 0, but phi is equal to Q upon epsilon naught. It is also equal to 0. Now see another question, question number 7. It is plus 3Q and on this surface we are having the plus 2Q and this is minus Q. This was also asked in the CBSE 2010, 1 mark. Net charge inside S, how much? Plus 2Q minus Q, that is the Q, and plus 3Q outside the surface, it will not contribute any electric flux. So flux is equal to Q upon epsilon naught. Now see another question, CBSE 2013. This is the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Now on the x-axis, minus 2Q is having the these points A and 0, and plus Q is having the 4A minus 4A comma 0. Now this is the situation. So this is the x component and this is the y component. The y component is 0. So only minus 2Q contribute the flux. अगर हमने गॉसियन सरफेस ऐसा कंसीडर किया है जिसमें केवल माइनस क्यू चार्ज है इनसाइड, तो दैट विल ओनली कंट्रीब्यूट द फाई, नॉट प्लस क्यू आउटसाइड द गॉसियन सरफेस, इट विल नॉट कंट्रीब्यूट एनी इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स. सो फाई इज इक्वल टू minus 2Q upon epsilon naught. Now see another question. This is the charged sphere and having the diameter 2.4 meter. R is equal to D by 2, 1.2 meter. Sigma is equal to 80 microcoulomb meter minus 2 is equal to 80 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulombs per meter square. Q is equal to sigma into ds, sigma into 4 pi r square, and substitute the value. You will get 1.45 into 10 raised to minus 3 coulombs. Phi is equal to Q upon epsilon 0. 1.45 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12. Solving it, 1.64 into 10 raised to 8 Newton meter square into coulomb minus 1. Now children, see another question. This is the surface S1 and this is surface S2. In the surface S1, 2Q is enclosed, and in the S2, 4Q and 2Q both are enclosed. So for the surface S1, phi 1 is equal to 2Q upon epsilon naught, phi 2 is equal to 2Q plus 4Q upon epsilon naught, this is 6Q upon epsilon naught. So the ratio is phi 1 upon phi 2 is equal to 2Q upon epsilon 0 and epsilon 0 into 6Q. Cancel it out, it will be 1 by 3. And when the medium is there in the space inside S1, then phi 1 dash is equal to only the 2Q upon epsilon r. This is the relative permittivity, or it is also known as the dielectric constant, 2Q upon capital K. If relative permittivity is greater than the epsilon naught, epsilon r is greater than the epsilon naught because some medium is there. So therefore the phi 1 dash is less than phi 1. This is very clear, I think. Explain the electrostatic shielding. Now the electric field inside a hollow conductor is 0 and there will be no effect of electric field on the object. Or another definition, the very simple definition, the hollow conductor shields the object from the external electric field. Now if you see the very good example of it, of the electrostatic shielding, I have already discussed it, that when the lightning and thundering occurs, then at that time it will be safer for you if you are if you are inside the car, because this inside the car, that car will be treated as the cavity, and outside the lightning and thundering which is occurring, the lightning will not affect because of the electrostatic shielding, and you will be safe. Thank you very much, children.